taking advantage of the last strategy of adopting one, and also playing your strength in the less prominent personality of the customer. So for example, let's say I'm a very extroverted sales rep. I'm working alone and I have to meet this customer who is so reserved. I've seen him to be reserved when I visit him in his office. But definitely this customer probably attend the birthday party or attend the church or have some social circles, social events so I use my extraversion strength, my extraversion personality, and find this space that when he has to operate, when he sees me operating in that space with him in that environment, I get him into that happiness space of the part that he wants. So this is a process either before, during, or after, whichever way it falls, I take advantage of that. The adaptation part is that I also learn to talk and engage him in his reserved situation. Probably that is a more difficult one, and it is possible. So I also learn to do that. So these are the two options left. And don't restrict yourself to, when we say collaboration, it's not just about the people you work with in the office. All other people around you, your family, your neighbors, your church members, all the people you know beyond the work are all part of the people you can dip in to collaborate. So I tell my friend who I don't work with, okay, you know, this guy, I'm trying to sell him 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this guy, oh yeah, he's my friend, or he's a friend of a friend of a friend. So I get these other people to do the part that possibly my personality, I'm not very too strong on there, and I'm able to get in there. I hope that helps. How do we manage the emotional part when your activities is only towards sales generation and not sales delivery? Great. So Adiola, to attempt to answer your questions, it is like the push and pull story we talk about, or the marketing and sales story we talk about. So the pull story is, how do I get people to want the product? And the push story is getting the product to them, whether they want it or not. So it means that one cannot work without the other. So how do you manage the emotional part when you are only in the sales generation part? So when you are engaging the customer, again, it's your how. It's your how, sorry. You know, if you have attended any sales training workshop or training school before, there is a clear-cut process of selling. That clear-cut process of selling is designed to make the customer feel good. So they will tell you, this is the way to handle objection. When the customer says, I don't like the product, don't just say, oh, please, you should like it, you should like it. You know, this product is good, you should like it. This way of answering or responding to the objection does not make the customer happy. The customer want to feel heard. So you do what we call the clarification to say, oh, there must be a very good reason why you don't like the product. Can you get me some more insights? When you ask such a question, you are making him feel respected, like, yeah, your opinion matters. You are not wrong. I really just need to understand. So this process, this objection handling process of acknowledging and clarifying before you respond, is a way to get the customer to feel valued, to feel respected, to feel understood and heard. So in your sales generation, actually, it is in sales generation that a lot of this happens. Because for those who deliver the sales, I mean, the order has been raised. They just supply the order. Just that sometimes they dump the order They don't engage the customer in the way that he would love the order to be delivered. But those in sales generation, you have a huge opportunity to really influence and affect the emotions and the feeling of the customer. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Abiola, I hope.
Isaac. Thank you very much, Isaac. Are there any more questions? So please, if you are not on our email list and you would like to get the recording of this training, is it that you join the email list by getting access to the email list, or you join our Telegram group? The link to the Telegram group is right there. So once you join the Telegram group, I'll be sharing the link to this training, the recorded version of this training with you. Okay, so any more questions? I know that a few other people asked some questions before we went off. I'm trying to get, I took a screenshot of that. No, they're not.
Yeah, you can help with,
okay.
With those questions.
Let me see if I can still find it. So I took a screenshot of the question. Another question was, how do you manage? Okay, I think it was Adiola. I got the question. Someone asked, how do you really know your actual personality? That was Sule.
Okay. So, Sule, like I mentioned, I don't know if you joined the call later. There are a number of free tools online, a number of them now, so many of them. Just Google free personality test. You will have several options. Number of free ones, and those that give a more detailed description of your personality will probably be paid for. And most of the time, what they do is ask you a series of questions, sometimes a series of senseless questions, just to be able to pick how your mind is behaving, how your brain is thinking, and your preferred way of doing things. It's just that there is no good personality, neither is there a bad personality. There are only different personalities, and you can always leverage your personality in the space that you find yourself. You just need to know who you are so that you'll be able to leverage it.
Isaac, I'm trying to share the link to the personality test that you recommended for those of us who have not done it to go and get to do it. I think I've shared that too. So that's also there.
Yeah.
I don't know if there are any other questions. We still have a lot of participants here. Do you have any other questions, please? So I think
I have Doreen wants to know, get a little insight on the Big Five test. So Doreen, the Big Five is like one of the fundamental personality tests that is used to check on dimensions of personalities. From this Big Five, several other personality dimensions have been developed and designed by different psychologists and different people in the space of human behavior. So what you have there as a result gives the different extent to which you are biased towards any of these dimensions. So for example, if you have extraversion 34, openness 22, conscientiousness 16, you can immediately see that everybody has all of it. It is just the levels. So when it comes to openness, probably you come across as more open than you will be an agreeable person. It doesn't mean you cannot be an agreeable when you decide to be. But your preferred way is to go get organized, get things in a very properly planned way. You don't like such people, for example, they don't like you to just call them and you call them and you're asking questions. Such people, no. They want you to send the text and say that I will call you at 2:00. And then they will prepare for the call and, So when you know yourself, you know the customer more especially, you either adapt. So you will know that, okay, as for this customer, he is a very conscientious person. I cannot just appear in his office. I will need to get an appointment. Some customers, they're okay. They are not that conscientious. They are wild extroverts. You can appear anytime. If you, your person is conscientiousness, that means you yourself want to be planned and organized. And the customer doesn't care. In that case, because that customer will have a space that he will need organization, the space that he will need some discipline. For example, he has some reports to write. For example, he has some program to run. You take advantage of that and show him that you can be of greater help with this personality of yours for what he's doing there. At the same time, you try to adapt to suit what he would naturally want to have happen. Yeah? I hope this helps, Doreen. So, Chini, I can put my email address for those who may want
Yes,
maybe.
definitely, Isaac. And then someone else, Sule is asking, I think he rephrased this question. He says he wants to know how to build your personality.
How to build, okay. So, Sule, your point, I think I like that question. Building your personality means that I have identified it and now I want to amplify it. Because we all come with some innate and intrinsic personality, and it is developed over time, from when you were born, how you were raised, the experiences you have come through. So a lot of the neural parts have been, synced and matched. What can be done is opportunity to even make your personality stronger. And I need to stress again, there is no bad personality and there is no good personality. There are only different personalities. It's how you leverage your personality that makes you valuable. So making your personality valuable is the question Sule is asking, how do I build it? First, identify it. When you have identified it, now you look for opportunities to deliver them, one, at a higher frequency, two, in a more complex situation. So for example, I say I'm open. So I have debates, for example, with my friends. If I want to deepen my openness, I will now want to go and have a discussion or a debate with some chief executives that I have not met before, for them to challenge my thought, to challenge my position. In that case, I'm deepening, I'm building on this personality that I have. So look for opportunities, and one, you either deliberately look for opportunities. It means you set up projects for yourself that allows you to play in this personality that you have. But don't try to force yourself to be a personality that you are not, and because you like it, because you saw it in somebody. It is like Sergio Ramos looking at Lionel Messi. The ladies, you cannot identify with it. Let me use an example. That's Sergio Ramos is a football defender. He's a very good defender. Lionel Messi is a forward. He's a very good forward. It's like Sergio Ramos saying that I wish I was like Messi, and Messi saying I wish I was like Sergio Ramos. It doesn't work like that. You want to shine in your own strength. You want to shine in your own personality. One of the ways to find out, when you wake up, when something wakes you up at night, especially when you wake up out of your sleep, a few things that come to mind, a few things that you get to think about, a few things that engage your mind are all playing around your strength and personality. Because at that time, there's no pressure on you unless you have a certain pressure that actually woke you up. Other than that, in your free mind, you do the things that makes you feel strong. In your free space, you do the things that make, when you go online, the things that you go and search for, they feed from where your personality is. Some people go online and immediately they are looking at documentaries. Immediately, some people are looking for some studies, clinical studies or something. Tells you where your personality is. But the easy route is You do the test, and this is just one test that you did. Like I told you, there are several of them. When you have done about 2 or 3 different tests, you will see the synchrony. That, okay, this one said this one has also confirmed, this one has also confirmed. Okay, now it's very clear to me. That's why I do this. That's why I behave like that. Okay, so I start to look for opportunities to do more of that. I start to see how I can adapt depending on the role and space that I occupy. I hope this helps.
It does, Isaac. Thank you so much. We have more questions coming in.
Great.
I'm sure you can see.
Yes,
So
Benny says, although there is no good or bad personality, couldn't there be an instance where your personality may affect your work? Hence, you having to reduce that particular personality trait instead of building it.
And Adela added so.
Yes, yeah. Then Dennis, yeah, I think you were right. That was okay. To Adela's point, to build on Benny's question, example, a low agreeability score instance to the strength of this.
She's asking, what's the strength of a low agreeability score? How is that a strength? That's what Adela is asking, I guess.
Okay. So I think I'll put the 2 questions together. So I'll just start from the same point as I mentioned in the different strategies to use to leverage your personality. Given the opportunity, you will negotiate your role. Given the opportunity, you will negotiate your role, which means that you negotiate a role that fits your personality. You will not always have that. And I think that's what Benis is referring to, that my current work doesn't seem to help me or give me opportunity to leverage my personality. What do I do? And that is the third strategy I talked about. One, it is possible to adapt to the people you're engaging with in terms of your work. Or what comes with that is you are not loving it. And so you are likely to burn out after some time. Whilst you are considering what you are doing currently, you also, like somebody asked a question earlier, can I change my job or something like that? You have the option to negotiate to change role, and when the opportunity actually comes, you can change jobs, because your career or your development does not lie with any organization. You join organizations who are likely taking you to where you want to go, not necessarily where the organization wants to go. If the two meet, that is fantastic. That is why probably you find that, okay, this work that I'm doing, I don't really feel good in it. Can I negotiate for a different role in this same organization? Can I negotiate to have a different job or location or whatever? And that you will know the best of information. When all these are not possible, then you will learn to adapt. Probably that is a little bit difficult. It is not impossible, and it doesn't make your personality bad. Your personality is not fitting for the role, and it does not make it bad. It is very important that you don't put that tag on yourself that I have a bad personality. Using the agreeability dimension as an example, I mean, for what I've done, especially in the pharma sector, like I told you, I am a typical agreeable person. It means that I seek to understand why people are doing what they are doing. I seek to give reasons for them why they are doing what they are doing. And I found it to be powerful because I get people to feel heard. I get people to feel valued, because I don't just throw a challenge at what they are saying, like making them feel stupid, making them feel like what you are saying is senseless. Traditionally, when you are able to talk a lot, when you're able to challenge people, the way you talk, you can be a salesman actually. What we know in sales now is very different from what we knew like 20, 25 years ago. At that time, this asymmetry of knowledge. I mean, the salesman has all the knowledge and he's giving it to the customer. Now, it's really not like that. Before you even get to the customer has Googled everything. Everything he wants, he has Googled it. He has looked at everything in details. What else do you have to tell me? So it's a lot more on the side of make me feel heard, make me feel understood and valued. The product knowledge, you may not have an exclusive knowledge, especially in these contemporary times when the internet is there and everything is there. So Bernice, to your point, yes, you will not always have your personality playing in your role or your work. You have the option to negotiate for change of roles. You have the option when the opportunity is to jump. And then you have the option to adapt, which is possible, probably a little bit difficult, and it is possible. To Adela, your point, I think is made clear now. Agreeability score, a low agreeability score means that you are not like an agreeable person. You are argumentative. You are, what could be the benefit of this? So I'm very low on that, and I don't want to play on that. I want to play on my strengths. So I look for my high scores and bring it into the space of the customer where the customer is. So for example, I'm low on agreeability and then I'm high on openness. I look for opportunity in the openness space of the customer and I play it hard enough that he will even forget that I'm not agreeable.
Thank you so much, Isaac. So I'm trying to drop your email address and everything. So in case you want to reach out to Mr. Isaac, I'm sharing his email address again. Let me do that. Can you all see it? Please, can you all see his email address and how to reach out to him? Isaac, are they both your email addresses? Hello, Isaac. Okay.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Are they both your email addresses?
I have sent them, haven't I?
No, I'm sharing it again. I want to be sure if they are both your email addresses.
Yes.
Okay, great. So that's Isaac's email address in case you want to reach out to him. Yes, okay. And then your social media handles. Are you on social media, Isaac? I doubt. Except LinkedIn.
Yes, all of them.
Okay.
I'm everywhere. So my number, let me see if I can share.
Yeah. So we're seeing more of Isaac. I think Isaac, you're coming back again next month, right? Next month.
You guys want to see me again?
Yes, definitely, Isaac. So next month we're hoping to see Isaac again to come back for another insightful training like this. I know 40 minutes was definitely not going to be enough. So next time we'll be more prepared for you. We'll probably have to subscribe. I couldn't subscribe last night, as promised.
Okay.
So we'll try and do that, sort it out before you come again. Yeah, they want to see you again. Yeah, everybody wants to see you again. So everybody's saying thank you. Thank you so much, Isaac. Thank you
for the
so
opportunity.
much. Yeah, please, another round. Everybody's saying another round. Sorry, I forgot to say this, but could you all just type in where you're listening from? Are you in Lagos or you're in Abuja? I'm sure.
Let's see.
Yes,
Let's see where everybody is coming from.
where you listening from? Oh, Abuja, Lagos. Wow.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Very insightful. Everybody's saying thank you, Isaac. Wow, Accra, Kano.
Okay, I see you.
Interesting. I'm listening for Ogun State. Beautiful. Wow, Kumasi.
Let's live there.
Wow, lots of Ghanaians here. Interesting. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much.
Great.
Accra, Lagos, Accra. Thank you so much. Kano, Lagos, Accra, Ghana, Kumasi. Except Kumasi, yeah. Reginald Kasau. That's Ghana too.
Yes.
Okay. Akwaba.
No, we are closing, so it's not Akwaba.
Oh, Akwaba sorry. Akwaba is welcome when they're coming. No, okay. So we're closing. What should I say, Isaac?
It's just bye-bye like that.
like okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes,
Good work.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Umo Uduak. Thanks a lot, Isaac. Everybody
All
is
right. So more importantly, try and take the test. You
yes.
can try different tools to test. I mean, it's very good to identify yourself, and then you can now start the journey of building and deepening your personality and how you can leverage.
Okay, I think I've shared
Okay,
the link. I've shared the link to the test. So everybody, please try and take the test, and let's see. So we'll see you all again next week. This is a
great.
4-week series, so we're seeing you all again next week with another interesting, insightful speaker whom Isaac also trained. Isaac, all your
Ah,
train. Whom Isaac also trained. So you can see Isaac is a great grandfather. He trained
you
him,
can
and he
imagine I'm
yes,
an
so
old
no,
man
no, no.
now.
You're a legend. So thank you so much,
Okay,
everyone.
thanks so
I'll see
much.
you. Please try and network
I
with either
really
I or Isaac. You can send me a mail. Let me drop my email address too. Send me a mail or join our
yeah,
email list so that you can get up-to-date info on trainings like
yeah.
this. We'll be doing this Saturday morning. So we prefer Saturday mornings. Is anybody not comfortable with the timing? But I think
What
everybody
is the
is.
difference? That's fine.
Yeah, at gmail.com. So that's my email address if you want to reach out to me too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody.
Great,
Thank you so much,
great.
Isaac. I'll give you a
Thanks,
call.
thanks, guys, and
Okay.
let's meet again next week. Yeah.
Okay. Bye bye.
Right.